Jam Culture for the latest in Jamaican news and reviews, click to subscribe.
Zennie said Ink was not been honest to himself and her, so she told him to go back to Modal.
Talk about she and Ink surgeon, and you know what I mean? She said he never honest with her, and she tell him to go back. Guess how she dump him. You know, I mean, I really understand why she bring this up. The situation don't get resolved by them and them. Everybody move on. So I don't think she needs to bring this up anymore. But I guess she talk her truth. So I could listen to what she have to say about the whole situation. Then we jump in at the video with Gregory Park and what go on this. So
when we realize, say, he's not being straightforward with his feelings, he's not being straightforward to me. Like, I told him blatantly, I told him when I started moving distant and he was trying to, figure out what is going on in my head, why me start move different, why the conversations less, why the calls less. I told him, I said, you might feel how you feel now because of what happened in the situation, but at the end of the day, I told him plain and straight, at the end of the day, when that second child comes here, you're going to have different emotions and different feelings towards her. You cannot change the fact that she's the mother of your two children. That will never change. And I was not going to be delusional to think like, oh yeah. And knowing the type of person that he is, like he is a family type of man. He is that type of man. A family type of man, a lover type of man. So I knew he was not telling me, but I knew that this is just hurt and emotions. And the fact that Media Jamaica, she's in America, you guys are in the same place together, things are going to happen. You guys are basically starting over by having a newborn baby. Knowing Ink, he's not going to want to miss baby's first steps and baby's first moments. Shit, you're not going to want to miss the birth of your child. That's the type of person he is. So I knew that you saying, oh, Madonna, you don't want to talk about, that's just hurt. That's feelings. So I was not going to be delusional to think, say, it have a work out with me. You're going to want to be around there for that child. And I don't have a child, but I would never stop a man from being there for his kids at all. Like, I will walk away and let you do what you have to do as a man. So when I continuously try to convince me, like, oh no, we're not getting back together, it's just for the kids. Like, I was like, no, bro. When you go, because like I told you before, I'm studying to be a midwife, and I've never given birth. But when I am in that hospital room and I see those mothers giving birth to their children or their kids, and I see that overwhelming, that joyful feeling of knowing, said, this is my picnic, all that I have been through to bring this child here. Some of them get emotional, they cry. It's situations where I get emotional and I cry because it's just an overwhelming feeling bringing a child into the world.
yes, that was Zennie speaking our truth, making people them know exactly what my relationship with Ink surgeon. So this video is about Gregory Park. Gregory Park is a spooky place. I don't know why I'm going to Gregory Park. Clean hours are going this. I'm afraid of them place about. Because we were going in another video, apparently there was a double murder and the residents in fear. I could take a look into the video.
Evidence of the drive-by shooting still linger. Blood stain, bullet holes inside and outside of this bar, and markers, up to 19 of them, indicating the number of shots fired at patrons about 2:45 Sunday afternoon.
I heard persons from far as Meadowvale and Christian Penn and surrounding communities of Hamilton Gardens and Train Line were hearing the shots and thought it was a war zone. The magnitude and multitude of shots from high-powered weapons did bring a scare to them.
Residents too scared to speak to our news team. Councillor for the Portmore Pines Division, Claude Hamilton, says he's also afraid for them.
They are fearful of persons not coming on the front here and shooting as they did, but coming into their community and looking for specific persons and not finding specific persons will look just for anybody. As it is, they killed innocent persons last night. They probably are still blood person. I want to think some more. That fear is real, we believe.
He believes community policing will help the authorities gain the people's trust and understand the nature and genesis of the ongoing reprisals.
This, we believe, is coming far back from possibly over 3 years, but definitely on November 11th, 2023, there was a killing, a few changed. The next bar to my right-hand side over here.
I would have participated in so many peace initiatives and peace walks in this area. I can't even recall the amount. It was just a year ago, not far from here, a good walk, but walking distance from here, that some houses were firebombed. And again, entire communities brought into a sense of fear and doom.
Now, Councillor Hamilton notes the police had suspected possible attacks and increased patrols in the space Friday and Saturday.
We thought that this reprisal might have been carried out earlier if it wasn't for the police presence there. But if you note, the police came in the evening on those 3 days, and on Sunday when the gunman struck, they struck early before they thought that the police would have arrived and be in the area.
Yeah, people. So basically, I see from this video, you know what I mean, just a recap, you know. Zennie just made the people know I'm going with Shining Surgeon. She give your side of the story. And double murder in Gregory Park, you know. I wish everybody in Gregory Park safe. You know, be safe and be strong. The community really spooky. Lot of crime and violence. And it's come like crime and violence out of control in Jamaica to an extent where the authorities have no control. And it's really sad because people have to live in a fear day in and day out. So, you know what I mean? Just keep the people in the group back on the prayers. And thanks for watching, and as usual, just keep it jamming. God bless.